Good morning students. Today we are going to see test for divisibility of numbers. We are going to do some tests so that we can find out the given number is divisible by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 and 11 or not. Okay. We'll start with divisibility by 10. For this, we will write down the numbers multiples of 10. Okay. When we write the multiples of 10, we find a pattern. We find a pattern where we get 0 at the ones place. Okay. What we get? 0 at ones place. Here also 0, 0, 0, 0, right? So, if we take any number from this and we try to divide it by 10, then it is divisible, this number. Let's say 3200 is a number. So, we will try to divide this number by 10, okay? So, here we'll write 3200 and we will divide this by 10. Okay, so 10 3s are 30 minus, then again we will write 2 and then 0, then 10 2s are 20 minus 0 and here 0, so 10 zeros are 0. Okay, so what we get? 320. We get the quotient, right? So this shows that 3200 is divisible by 10. So we generalize this thing and we can say that if a number has 0 in the ones place, then it is divisible by 10. Okay, if a number, any number, we have taken example 3200. Here number can be any one. So if a number, that number has 0 in the ones place, then it is divisible by 10. We have checked 3200 where at ones place we have 0 and we try to divide it with 10 and we get our solution, so that we can say that 3200 is divisible by 10 because we have 0 at its ones place, right? Again, if I write here, this is the number, or say this is the number 670. If I want to check that it is divisible by 10 or not, what I'll do, I'll cross check it. We know we have the rule now that it has 0 at its ones place, but we are now checking it. So 10 6s are 60, we get 7 and then 0, 10 7s are 70. So again we are getting 67 as our answer. So we can say that our number 670, if a number has 0 in the ones place, we have 670. So number 670 has 0 in its ones place, then it is divisible by 10. Hope you have understood divisibility by 10. Now we'll move further and we'll see divisibility by 5. For that we write the multiples of 5. So we have here 5, 10, 15, 20, 105 and so on. Okay, so here we have written multiples of 5. What we get, or what pattern we can see here, that at ones place we have 5, 0, 5, 0, 5, 0. So at ones place we are getting 2 digits, and what are these 2 digits are? 5 or 0. So we can generalize and say that a number which has either 0 or 5, in its ones place is divisible by 5. So we'll take any number where the number has 5 or 0 at its ones place. So let's say we'll take this number 1125, and we'll try to solve this by our long division method. We write 5 here because we want to test the divisibility by 5. This is our number and we are going to divide it by 5. So 5 2s are 10, 1 remain, we'll take 2, then 5 2s are 10, we'll take 2, then 5 5s are 25. Again we are getting 0. So we can say that 1125 is divisible by 5 because we are getting here 225 as our quotient, right? So here a number, generalized term, we can say here now a number 1125 has 5 at its ones place, so it is divisible by 5, right? So this is the divisibility by 5. Test for divisibility of numbers which have 0 or 5 at its ones place. So these are divisible by 5. Hopefully this is also clear. Now divisibility by 2. Okay, for divisibility by 2, what we will write, I'll write here numbers from the beginning only, the multiples of 2, like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. These all are multiples of 2. Yes, is it? So these all are multiples of 2. Here what we can see that we are here also we can find a pattern. And what is the pattern? 2 4 6 8 0. 2 4 6 8 0. 2 4 6 8 0 at their ones place, है ना? So these are the multiples of 2. We are considering them as our number. I have taken here small numbers so that you can understand this. So we are getting a pattern, and the pattern is at the ones place we are getting particular numbers only. So we can generalize this and we can say that a number is divisible by 2 if it has any of the digits 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8 in its ones place. Now we'll check for this also, right? So we can take any number for that matter, right? So we can take 260 maybe, okay? So 268, right? 268. We'll see that this number is divisible by 2 or not. By this rule or by this definition, 268 is definitely divisible by 2 because at ones place we have 8. But now we will check it, right? So we write here 268 and we'll divide this, okay, by 2. So 2 ones are 2, 0, we'll take 6, 2 3s are 6. Here again 0, we'll take 8, 2 4s are 8, right? So after doing long division method also we can say that this is our quotient. We can get a proper quotient. So we can say that number 268 is divisible by 2. So a number that 268 is divisible by 2 and we have 8 at its ones place. We have 8 at its ones place, okay? Now take any number which has no 8 at its ones place, right? So we'll check for that also. Here we will take 267. Okay, so there is no number 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8 at its ones place. So now we will check that is it divisible by 2 or not. So we will check it out with our long division method. 2 ones are 2, 0, then we'll take 6, 2 threes are 6, and then we'll take 7, right? We'll take 7, 2 threes are 6, we get remainder 1, right? So this number is not divisible by 2 because we are getting 1 as our remainder. Okay, so divisibility by 2 says that numbers 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8 should be there at its ones place. So this number is not divisible by 2. Hopefully you have understood this also. Now divisibility by 3, we'll check for this. It says if the sum of the digits is a multiple of 3, then the number is divisible by 3. Okay, what we have to do, we have to add or we have to sum the numbers digits, okay, of the given number. We have to add the digits of the given number. Let's say if I write here we have given 27. Okay, when I add digits of 27, what digits I have? 2 and 7. These are the two digits of number 27. When we add them, we get 2 plus 7 is equal to 9. So 9 is divisible by 3. Yes, 9 is divisible by 3. So we can say that 27, number 27 is divisible by 3 because when we add digits 2 plus 7, we get 9 and 9 is divisible by 3. Now take the another number 25. I am taking here small numbers, but in the exercise or further in the mathematics we will deal with the big numbers, and it is helpful to find out or identify the divisibility test, or we'll apply this actually afterwards. Okay, so these are the small numbers to make you understand. So this is 25. We will add these two digits. What digits we have of number 25? 2 and 5. So we will add them. Okay, adding them, here it is 2 and 5, we get 7, right? So is 7 divisible by 3? No. 3 2s are 6 and 3 3s are 9. There is no 7 in this case, right? So 7 is not divisible by 3. Therefore, we can say 25 is not divisible by 3. For divisibility of 3, the given number 27 and 25 were the given number. Here it is divisible by 3 because adding two digits we get a number which is divisible by 3. In 25 we get number, adding these digits of number we get 7, which is not divisible by 3. So this is the divisibility by 3. Hopefully you have understood this also. Now we'll move further and see the divisibility by 6. Okay, here the given number should be divisible by 2 and 3 both. This is important. Okay, the number should be divisible by 2 also and by 3 also. Okay, so if I take 18, right, if I take 18 here, so I'll divide 18 by 2 first, right? So I am getting a quotient, right? And I can see clearly here that 18 is divisible by 2. Again I'll try to divide it with 3. We have tried dividing this by 2. Now we'll try dividing it by 3. So again here I can write 6 as a quotient. So 18 is divisible by 3 also. So clearly I can say when given number 18 is divisible by 2 and 3 both. Okay, so the number 18 is also divisible by 6. Okay, we have checked here that we divide 18 by 6 and we get 3 here. So we can clearly say that 18 is divisible by 6 also. Now take another example. If I take 16, okay, and I will divide it with 2, right? So I am getting 8 as my answer. And here if when I divided 16 with 3, then I am getting answer in 5 point or decimal, or there should be some remainder. So this is not divisible. 16 is not divisible by 3. Here what is the condition? That the given number should be divisible by 2 and 3 both, right? 2 and 3 both. So this is not, therefore we can say that 16 is not divisible by 6. Again, if I am taking 27 as my number, here I divide it with 2, I am getting answer in decimal, right? And when I divide it with 3, I am getting a proper answer. So this number is divisible by 3 but not by 2. In our condition it says this is not divisible by 6 because it is only divisible by 3 and not by 2, and we need 2 and 3 both. The number should divisible by both 2 and 3. Okay, so this is the test, divisibility test, okay, by 6. Right, we'll go further and we'll check the divisibility by 4. Here a number with 3 or more digits, first condition for divisibility test, divisibility by 4, what we need that the given number with 3 or more digits, is divisible by 4 if the number formed by its last 2 digits, that is one sentence, is divisible by 4. Okay, so we will check this also and I'll explain while checking it. So we have considered here 212 is our first number. So we are talking first condition for divisibility by 4 is what? The given number should be 3 digits or more than 3 digits. So we will check for that. So is our given number has 3 digits? Yes. What are the digits? 2, 1, 2. These are the 3 digits, right? So this is we can check the divisibility by 4 on this number. And next is what? If there are 3 or more than 3 digits, then what we have to see, that we have to check its ones place and tens place. So the last 2 digits number is what? 12, right? So 12 we know that is divisible by 4. If we divide 12 by 4, we can write that 12 is divisible by 4. So we can say that 212 is divisible by 4. Okay. Now see that if the number, again we are taking another example, 286. What is our first condition? That the given number should have 3 or more than 3 digits. So do we have 3 digits or more than that? Yes. 2, 8 and 6 are the digits, more 3 digits, right? So then we have to check for the ones and units and tens place number. So last 2 digits are 86. And is 86 divisible by 4? Let's check it out. 86 divisible by 4 or not? We'll do it with long division method. 4 2s are 8, 0 will take 6, 4 1s are 4. What we will get here? 2 as the remainder, right? So 86 is not divisible by 4 because we don't want any remainder here, right? So 86 is not divisible by 4, therefore we can say that 286 is not divisible by 4. Now take another example here. 9532. Last two, yes, first we will check the condition that it has 3 or more than 3 numbers. It has 4 numbers, so this is valid. We can check the divisibility. We can see that we can go with the divisibility test here. So last two digits are 32. So is it divisible by 4? Yes, 32 is divisible by 4. So therefore 9532 is divisible by 4. Hope you understood the divisibility by 4. Now we'll go further and divisibility by 8. A number with 4 or more digits is divisible by 8 if the number formed by the last 3 digits is divisible by 8. Okay, so here also what we have the condition that the digit or the number should be with 4 or more digits. Okay, so here we have an example, 4 digits are there, so we can test it, right? And what it says that 4 or more digits then is divisible by 8 if the number formed by the last 3 digits is divisible by 8. So these are the 3 last digits, last 3 digits 104. Is it divisible by 8? If we go with the long division method, 8 ones are 8, here 2, 4, 8 threes are 24, remainder is 0, so we can say that 104 is divisible by 8. So we can say that 2104 is divisible by 8. Here what we have to check first, that the given number has 4 digits or more than 4 digits, then we will take last 3 digits. Okay, we will take last 3 digits and we'll check the divisibility by that the last 3 digits are divisible by 8 or not, and we can find out that the number is divisible by 8 or not. Hopefully you have understood this also. Now we'll go to the divisibility by 9. If the sum of the digits of a number is divisible by 9, then the number itself is divisible by 9. Simple. Here we have observed the pattern first. We have returned the multiple of 9. Okay, so these are multiple of 9, and we have taken one number, right? So we will add the digits of that number. Here number is 738. We add these 3 digits and addition is what? 18. 18 is divisible by 9, है ना? तो we can say that 738 is divisible by 9. Take another example. 5283. We will add all the numbers, all the digits of the number, and again addition is 18, so is divisible by 9 because when we add them the sum is 18 and this 18 is divisible by 9, so we can say that 5283 is divisible by 9. Now last divisibility test we'll do here, that is divisibility by 11. Here it is we'll read the definition first. Find the difference between the sum of the digits at odd places from the right and the sum of the digits at even places from the right of the number. If the difference is either 0 or divisible by 11, then the number is divisible by 11. So we will check this out. Okay, so you will understand it. Here given number is what? 1331. Okay, so we will check further. This is odd, this is even, this is odd, this is even, right? Ones place So what we have to do, we have to consider the odd places, right, of the number, right? So ones place is odd, then hundreds place is odd, so we will add them first. Sum of the digits at odd places from right. Okay, so these are 1 and 3, so we add them, we get 4. Now we will move further and we'll go to the even places. So this is at second tens place, and this is the thousands place. So when we add both of them, right, 3 and 1, then we'll get 4 as the sum. Okay, when we take difference of these two, so the difference should be 0 or 11. Yes, it says in the definition that the difference should be either 0 or the difference should be 0 or divisible by 11. Okay, so we get here difference as 0, so this number is divisible by 11. Now in exercise we have many examples and we will practice it there. Okay,